It's a pity-palooza on today's show, and we have just the right adoption special to celebrate. We're going to tell you all about that and so much more right here on Pets on Parade. Good morning and welcome to Pets on Parade, brought to you by 3TV. I'm Kelsey Dickerson with the Arizona Humane Society. Thank you so much for tuning in with us this morning. Now, if you're interested in a career of working with animals, then the Arizona Humane Society is just for you. We're hiring for adoption specialists and adoption supervisor positions. Yesterday, we held a career fair, but it's not too late to apply for one of these positions or many others that might be the perfect fit for you. Make sure to visit azhumane.org/careers to learn more. And like we mentioned last week, October is National Pitbull Awareness Month, and there's no better way to celebrate than with a show full of this adorable breed. We're going to introduce you to this little one and others throughout the show. And we love our little kitty friends, and if anyone watching out there thinks they need some kitty cuddles, then they are absolutely right. And you know what? AHS has the program just for them, right, Denise?
Yes, that is right, Kelsey. This is Gertie, and she is 8 weeks old, and she was actually kind of participating in the program that we offer, which is our Cuddle Bunch program, and that's where we bring kittens, a litter of kittens or a litter of puppies to your event. So it can be a work event or it can be a personal event like a bridal shower or even a wedding or a birthday party. And you or your friends, guests or family or coworkers can cuddle the puppies and kittens till your heart's desire. It is so much fun. They're very popular, and let me tell you, Cuddle Bunches make work meetings so much better. So Gertie here at 8 weeks old was taking part in a Cuddle Bunch behind the scenes at the studio today. She was in the newsroom getting all sorts of attention from all of the people working hard in the studio today. She's 8 weeks old, and she is looking to be a permanent member of your family's Cuddle Bunch. So if you're interested in information about our Cuddle Bunches, visit our website at azhumane.org/cuddlebunch for more information, or come on down and get a permanent member for your Cuddle Bunch with 8-week-old Gertie.
Absolutely. I think you're getting more than cuddles too. Lots of playtime as well with that little one. Thank you so much for that, Denise. And before we learn about Violet's story, we want to show you her litter's before picture from not too long ago. Lisa, it truly is incredible what just a few weeks does for their transformation.
I know, this is Violet. I don't know who she is in that photo. Probably that one there with the speckly nose. But look at her now. She is a 10-week-old female, and these guys were abandoned and in need of help. And thank goodness, our field team rushed out for them. This was just one of the 12,000 adorable calls that our field team gets each year. And sometimes they aren't quite as happy. But that little family was able to come back to the shelter and get foster time and grow up to be big, healthy puppies like this. And now Violet is ready to bound right into your home. These guys are happy, healthy, and if you are thinking of a puppy, just get ready for all of these antics and be ready for training. But Violet will be waiting patiently at our adoption center for somebody to come out and adopt this little cutie.
Oh my goodness, there's nothing much cuter than a little round puppy belly, but especially a little round puppy belly with spots. Oh my gosh, adorable. Thank you so much for that, Lisa. And your chance to win a brand new 2023 Toyota RAV4 is here, but not for long. This sweet ride is perfect for canine co-pilots. Linda of Gilbert, Davidine of Peoria, Angela of Queen Creek, Deanne of Sun City, and Renita, David, and Ashley of Phoenix are all past winners. Could you be next? Since 2018, Valley Toyota dealers have raised more than $1 million for our homeless pets through this ultimate car raffle, where 100% of the proceeds goes towards caring pets that you see right here on the show every week. Tickets are $20 each or 3 for $50, so make sure to visit azhumane.org/Toyota, but hurry because it does end on Halloween, October 31st. And you know what I could really go for right now? Maybe a nice little seafood dish. Do you think you could help me out with that, Janine?
Well, I have lobster here, and he came in with his siblings squid, and shrimp. So we have a whole smorgasbord ready for you guys. And of cuteness, smorgasbord of cuteness, look at this little guy. He's 15 weeks old. The three of them came in at 5 weeks old, and they all had upper respiratory, and they were very tiny. So we were pretty full during that time they came in, so they had to go to a rescue group that we were partnered with. It's Newborn Kitten Rescue, and they treated them and fattened them up for a few weeks, and next thing you know, we got them back and they're ready to be up for adoption. So they're so sweet. He's very shy, very mellow. If you don't want a hyper kitten, he's, instant pet, perfect already. So AHS right now is having a fun time for your kiddos to learn how to, brush up on their reading skills. They can sit in front of their kennels and they get to read to the pets. So while the pets get to be used to, the dogs especially, they get used to children. So that's great, and it's a win-win for both sides. And then also they brush up on their reading skills. So every Saturday morning, the kids can come down, and it's called Reading for Fun. So go on azhumane.org/reading to sign your kids up, and it's great fun for them. And it really teaches them all about, empathy for pets and things like that. So it's fun.
Absolutely, and it is such great socialization for our pets. You should see them just sitting there quietly listening to their favorite stories. Thank you so much for that, Janine. And we mentioned earlier that we have a lot to celebrate this month, and one of those is a great adoption special for sweet little babies like Casper here, right, Perry?
Absolutely, Kelsey. I'm not going anywhere real soon, not with a 70-pounder sitting on my lap like this. This guy, his name is Casper. He said he's 5 years old. He came in, the owner lost their home, and he's 5 years old, and I'm assuming they just didn't get him. Get that camera out of my face. Huh.
No paparazzi around
That's
here.
Right, no. So he came in, like I said, and he's 5 years old. I'm guessing they just didn't get him recently. He's probably been a member of that family. It's got to be kind of tough to have to give up your dog like this in a situation, but it's happening a lot recently. He is a little leery when he came in, and you saw him bark at the camera. He's just a little bit leery of strangers. But look, this is what happened when he gets to know you, and I just met him just a few minutes ago. So once he gets to know you, he gets very, very lovey-dovey. He sits in your lap. He is extremely sweet. He loves these big massages. He's going to be a wonderful dog. I think everybody in this room has worked with, and I will actually use the term thousands of pit bulls. We all have. This guy is a great example because, there's really no such purebred dog is a pit bull terrier. If you look in any book, you're not going to find any dog like this. They are mixes of breeds. This guy's a great example. He's probably more of a shepherd or lab, but he's probably got some pity in him, so we call him a pit bull terrier. It's to your advantage because, as Kelsey mentioned, October's Pit Bull Awareness Month. We're doing a special where all pit bull terrier dogs that we're calling pit bull terriers anyway, 1 year and older, are going to be free throughout the month of October. You still have more than a week left to take advantage of this, so it's going to be a great event. There's many, many wonderful dogs like this guy sitting in the shelter waiting to be adopted, and this is no better time than right now. So come on down and get a guy like Casper for your household.
Absolutely, and like you mentioned, Perry, we love them so much, but they are definitely a mischaracterized and mystified breed. So we want to make sure they get their homes sooner rather than later. Thank you so much for that. And don't change that channel. We have plenty of adorable pets who need your help, including a pet in need of foster and one of our longest residents. We'll tell you all about Chimichanga and Juniper after the break. Welcome back to Pets on Parade. Now, this year alone, the Arizona Humane Society is set to take in more than 22,000 sick, injured, and abused pets. And since we never euthanize for time or space, some of our adoptable pets do sit on the floor for a little bit longer than others. So we want to introduce you to a very special girl named Juniper, who happens to be one of our longest residents. Juniper is looking for her happily ever after with a loving family, as this spunky 1-year-old Dutch Shepherd mix was rescued by one of the Arizona Humane Society's emergency animal medical technicians after she was found as a stray dog on the streets of Phoenix in August of this year. When she was first rescued, Juniper was thin and covered in ticks. She was treated in our trauma hospital before being placed in a loving foster hero home where she could rest and recover. Now Juniper is living her best life while with AHS, but would much prefer to have a forever home to lounge around in. Her fun-loving personality has blossomed since arriving to us. She loves loves to be around people and is ready to follow you anywhere, whether it's to the park or watching TV on the couch. Because she is a long-timer, Juniper's adoption fee is waived, and you can meet her at our South Mountain campus or visit azhumane.org/adopt to learn more. And it's about lunchtime, so I think we need to keep it with the food theme here, and we're gonna go with a delicious classic here in the Southwest. Can you please let us know what that might be, Manny?
Absolutely, Kelsey. Thank you so much for this is going to be chimichanga. We can call him Chimmy for short. He is a 6-month-old Australian Shepherd mix. He came in through us from a rescue, and he did have, he currently does have tick fever, E. canis, and he is going to be needing some foster care to be treated for that. We're going to be on a course with some medication, but it's nothing to fear away from. He's such a sweet, loving boy. If you can see, he's right here settled in my lap and ready to go home and being taken care of in your home if you're able to take care of him while he recovers from his tick fever. We also have plenty of available other dogs in foster that also need a lot of love and care. Most notably, the kennel cough dogs that we have can definitely need some help from the foster community out there. But yes, we have here our little boy Chimmy, ready to go to a loving home. And we definitely would appreciate you if you can reach out to us and come foster some animals with us.
Oh my goodness, he has just been draped on your lap, and I love his little back feet are still on the floor, but his front is on you. And it is important to know, while we do recommend about 10 to 14 days for them to be separate from your family, tick fever is not transmissible to your pets. It's only transmissible through ticks, which is why preventatives are so important. Thank you so much for that, Jimmy and Manny. And just because it's the fall doesn't mean our kitten season isn't still here. We have plenty of feline cuteness coming up, so don't change that channel. Welcome back to Pets on Parade. Now, if you're a faithful viewer, you know that we absolutely love our critter friends at AHS. And due to a few large cases, there is no shortage of buns to love. Who is this sweetheart, Denise?
This is Mason, and he's a year old. And let me tell you, he's gray. And I tried to put him on the orange carpet here so you could get a really good look at him so he doesn't match my gray outfit. But he wants to sit in my lap. He's a lap bunny. He is very loving, he is very soft, and he wants to sit in someone's lap. Now, when you adopt a bunny, you are going to need all sorts of supplies, and you can get those supplies and so much more, including shirts and hats and bandanas and toys at our Petite store. Visit our website at azhumane.org/Petite to see what's available, get some gifts for your pet, for your friend's pet, or you or your friend. 100% of the proceeds goes toward helping pets in our care, like the ones you see on the show today. So if you are looking for a lap bunny, a very happy, cuddly bunny, and you need some supplies, come on down, get Mason, and visit our Petite store. Bunnies want to live inside with their families. It's not safe for domestic rabbits to live outside, especially in Arizona with our extreme temperatures. So make sure your bunny has a hutch inside, and he gets a lot of time outside of his hutch to sit on your lap and socialize with you while you're watching TV.
Oh my goodness, I have to say, when I went to go visit him earlier, he just hopped up right to the edge of the kennel and just wanted some pets. Just so cute. Absolutely loving. Thank you so much for that, Denise. And we saw this little one as my co-host earlier, and he is definitely a snuggle bug. Frankie is absolutely adorable, Janine.
I am having a ball with this little kitten. He is so cute. Look at his tail. It's like been dipped in white paint. He's beautiful. Medium hair, he's 8 weeks old. He came in at 3 weeks old, super teeny tiny, had to be syringe fed in our bottle baby ICU. And then he went to a foster home and just finished, gaining weight. And now he's like so well adjusted and perfect. And, but he was an outside community kitten. And we have, cat overpopulation. So you really need to be thinking about trap, neuter, return if you have a community cat issue. that, babies keep popping up all over the place. And you can go on somanycats.org is one of our rescue groups that we work with, and also with, and we trap and neuter return to the community once they're fixed. So if you ever see a cat with a little ear tipped, that means it's been fixed and it's going to be perfect in your community. And also, the cool thing is when you have animals that have been spayed and neutered and they go back into the community, they keep the other new ones out of your neighborhood, so your community doesn't keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So spay and neuter, that is what we're always preaching, because pet overpopulation is definitely rampant in our community. So we have to be responsible, community people and pet owners ourselves. So someone needs this little kitten. Oh my gosh.
Adorable, absolutely. And Janine, we have so many great partners that help us with TNR, so make sure to visit somanycats.org if you need help in your community. And while the case is still ongoing, we wanted to share the joyous reunion of Butters and Chico, just 2 of the 34 dogs who were released to our care last week after being seized from a Chandler residence in September for potential cruelty. We're so relieved and thrilled these 2 will be continuing their recovery in loving, caring homes and are actively working with other rescues to reunite the remaining dogs as we can. And our next pup came from the same home as adorable Casper earlier, and honestly, it just breaks my heart to see so many people unable to keep their homes and keep their pets in their homes, Lisa.
Yeah, well, as you can see, Tigger came from where Casper was because he is this same lap dog. He's a leaner, so he's leaning on me just the way Casper did onto Perry. So you heard the story. These 2 lost their home, and they initially came in and they were kenneled together. But the shelter can be stressful, and so it's very small quarters. So we decided when some kennel space opened up to give them each a little bit of space and let them relax a little bit. Tigger here gets a little bit nervous, but I'm sure we introduced him to some other dogs, and I'm sure with a dog intro, we could see how he does with your dog. Or if you're thinking about 2 of these beautiful dogs, those 2 boys did live together outside successfully, so they might be able to be reunited easily if it's not in a small kennel situation. So talk to our adoptions people. But although we all love our pit bull friends, Perry talked about how they really isn't a pit bull. He looks a little more mastiffy, but he's still looking and being called a pit bull. So he is part of our adoption special. And if you have a pit bull out in the community, we all love our pit bulls, but we don't want any more pit bulls. So please consider spaying or neutering. AHS is doing a spay and neuter special, azhumane.org/spay for $20. You can't beat that. $20 to spay and neuter your pet, your owned pet pit bull. We are trying to limit the population of pit bulls if at all possible. We have plenty in the shelters around Arizona, and if you can keep yours from generating more and breeding in your backyard, please contact us at AZ Humane for $20 owned pit bull spay and neuter special. Woo! Try to say that 5 times fast.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Peter picked a piper?
Yes.
Something like that. Thank you so much for that, Lisa, and it is so much more healthier for your pets to be spayed and neutered as well, so thank you for that reminder. And now we're not calling our next kitty Small, but I think he might just be named after a food that he'd probably want to try. What do you think, Barry?
Yeah, this is number 2 in our seafood buffet today. You've already met lobster, this is shrimp, and I think you're gonna meet squid upcoming here. They are 15-week-old kittens. They were abandoned as orphans, and we brought them into our facility, and they had the typical little newborn kitten syndromes. They had some upper respiratory infections going on, the runny nose, the coughing, the sneezing, all that stuff. We sent them off to a partner we work with called Newborn Kitten Rescue, that when we have neonatals like this or we have sick kitties, they can kind of take care of them for us. They did return them to us with their sibling. And we're going to try to find a home now for a little shrimp right here. Like I said, 15 weeks old, a real sweet kitten, been in my arms the entire time, very, very social. Denise was mentioning the cuddle bunches we do. We do something very similar. I guess I'll call it a cuddle bunch for schools. Teachers out there, if you would like AHS to bring to your classroom some pets, please contact us. We'll bring you some kittens. We'll bring you some puppies. We'll bring you bearded dragons. How about tarantulas? I just found out the other day we have I was talking to Shelby. We have tarantulas to bring to your classroom. It is a great educational experience for the kids. They'll learn all about the animals. We'll teach them. We'll show them how to handle them. We'll just everything we can possibly teach children about animals and care. We will do that for you. It is a fantastic thing. The kids will love it. It's like they won't even be in school. They're going to think they're in a retreat. So please, teachers out there, contact us at azhumane.org/youth.
Oh my gosh, we have so many amazing programs, and it's a great way to teach our youth to become compassionate adults. And in addition to tarantulas, we also have hissing Madagascar cockroaches, which is the most popular with our kids, which I had no idea. So thank you for that, Perry. And first we had lobster, we just had shrimp, and it's almost time for the last sibling of the litter. Now, if you were paying attention at the beginning of the show, Janine might have given you a little clue about what our next kitty's name is, but can you guess? And if you can guess, it's with the seafood theme. We're going to see if you're right after the break. Welcome back to Pets on Parade. Thank you so much for keeping it tuned here with us. Now, we have so many absolutely adorable siblings on today's show, and this little one is no different. I just can't even imagine who she's related to, Denise.
Yes, this is Petunia, and you saw her sister earlier in the show. Her sister was Violet. These guys are so adorable, and you saw Violet being so playful earlier. Well, you know what? Petunia just woke up from a nap, so she's a little lazier than Violet right now. And what our handlers were saying, the transport guys were saying that she seems really attached to her sister. So if you're in the market for maybe 2 puppies, come on down and get Petunia and her sister Violet. Puppies are so much fun, but they need a lot of socialization, regardless of the breed. Of course, Petunia's a pit bull, but it's a good idea to take your puppy to a lot of different locations, maybe dog-friendly coffee house or restaurant, to introduce them to a lot of different situations and people. As a reminder, we are having our pit bull special throughout the month of October. All adult pit bulls 1 year and older have waived adoption fees. So if you're looking for an adult pit bull like the ones you saw on the show today, during the month of October, come on down and get yourself a pup. Or get little lazy, sleepy Petunia, who won't stay lazy and sleepy for long, trust me.
You know what? Who doesn't love a nice weekend nap? And too, a great reminder for socialization is our puppy parties, where you know it's a safe environment. So thank you for that, Denise. And all right, we asked if you could guess this little one's name. As a reminder, we had lobster, then we had shrimp. Now, Lisa, who could you possibly have with you?
Well, I'm here to serve you up our seafood trio number 3, and this is Squid. She is beautiful and so sweet. These kittens have been so well socialized, and they're just laying here purring. A minute ago, I was just saying how cats don't like being on their back. This one loves it. She was just soaking up the attention. She is very sweet, and all 3 of these kitties will be lucky to go home with somebody shortly. So we talked a little bit about all of our pit bull events, because October is Pit Bull Awareness Month. So please, any of our events or any of these specials can be found on our website, azhumane/events. But we really want to encourage anybody out there with a pit bull to take us up on our spay or neuter offer for $20. As you can see, lots of pit bulls at our shelters, both ours and other county shelters. So please, no more pit bulls if possible. Take us up on the $20 adoption special, or not adoption special, the spay and neuter special. And so go on to azhumane.org/spay. Schedule your appointment. It doesn't have to be right away. You can give you and your pit bull time to prepare for our $20 special, but you need to get it scheduled in the month of October to take advantage of the $20 special. And our adoption special is available now, so everybody come down and get yourself a pit bull with waived adoption fees.
Absolutely. Like we talk about each and every week, spaying and neutering is the #1 way to not only reduce the homeless pet population, but also needless euthanasia in shelters and rescues, not just in our community, but throughout the country. country. I've actually seen a few rescues totally shut down for the rest of the year. They're not able to intake any more pets, and we do not want that to happen in our community. So make sure to take advantage of those resources, and thank you for everything that you do to help us save lives. We'll see you right here next week for more cuteness on Pets on Parade.